Welcome to the Iris Factory Automation webinar series. This is the first webinar of our monthly series that we are starting. So during this hour or so, I will be sharing with you who we are as an organization and giving you an overview of how we help our clients in the way of turnkey end-of-line packaging automation. So we'll go ahead and get started. So Iris was founded in 2013 by Rob Fell, who is our president and founder. We started as a custom integration firm, and our original name was Iris Custom Solutions. So we were really, our main focus when we started was machine vision inspection. And as our company evolved, we brought on robotics, starting with collaborative robotics and then moving into industrial. Really over the last 7 to 8 years, our focus has remained in robotics and machine vision solutions. Really at the end-of-line packaging automation space. We found our niche in the end-of-line space, really helping our clients in the food and beverage industry, fast-moving consumer goods, pharma, nutraceuticals, machine tools, contract manufacturing, really are just to name a few. So really helping our clients with labor reallocation, quality control, and process improvement. So we are now global. We have deployed systems all across the United States, as well as Canada and Mexico. And then last year we deployed vision systems in Europe, in Italy, and in Germany. So we're continuing to grow. We have a lot of deployments coming up all over the United States as well. So we're excited to continue to bring our solutions to clients across the globe. And we're doing this really through direct sales as well as distribution partners. So the meet the team here. So Rob Fell is our president and founder. He's really a career salesperson with over 25 years in the automation industry. And before he started Iris, he had worked for Omron for many years, as well as Keyence. So he brings a lot of insightful knowledge to the team. With his vision, experience, and really in the equipment that we produce, you really see a lot of his design and creativity in that. Carl is our director of sales. He's been with Iris a little over 5 years. He brings a strong packaging background as well as robotics background. He really does a fantastic job with our clients and takes a really consultative approach when helping qualify opportunities and working with our clients to provide the best possible solution to fit their specific needs. I'm Brittany Carroll. I am the channel partner manager for Iris Factory Automation. And my role really is to work with our distribution partners. So we have distributors, packaging distributors across the U.S., as well as automation distributors. So they're really working with our clients to provide them with turnkey solutions, and we're helping them with our pre-engineered palletizers as well as other equipment to provide those for their customers. I also am the sales and marketing lead, so I work with our marketing strategist, our pre-sale designer, as well as our key account manager. The balance of our team is our engineering group. So really we're a very strong engineering firm. Our commercial side of the business is quite small, but the rest of the team is engineers. So Chris Budney kind of oversees the entire engineering group. He was employee number 1, so he's been with Iris from the beginning and brings a ton of expertise to the vision, robotics, and design of our equipment. Under him, Alec and Vlad are our robotics and vision engineering managers, as well as controls engineering managers. Mark Stevenson is our mechanical engineering group manager. And then Chris Wenzel is our execution manager. So he's really working with our field support, our shop, to ensure that we're getting our equipment out on time and that we're supporting it. So all of our team really works together to design, build, program, and execute and support our equipment. So the systems that we provide our clients are going to be, again, in the end-of-line packaging space. So a majority of our business is in the robotic palletizing space, so collaborative and industrial palletizing solutions. We also do a lot in barcode scanning, in the single-serve coffee space for vision inspection, as well as AI and traditional vision equipment. And then custom automation. So we still do custom automation, and primarily the custom automation that we do is in robotic case packing. So we'll talk a little bit about each of these pieces of equipment as a general overview. We will have more webinars coming up that are going to go more in depth about the specifics of the equipment, but this will give you a general overview of kind of who we are and what the equipment does for our clients. So machine vision inspection. So with our machine vision inspection, we're helping our clients with quality control, data insight and analytics. So we use our software to help our customers understand and figure out root cause of the issues to be able to change or update upstream equipment to ensure that these issues are no longer happening. Compliance and regulatory requirements, improve customer satisfaction, so making sure that the consumer is getting the product that they're wanting. Saving our customers a lot of money because they're reducing waste and ensuring that there's no recalls and such. And then overall brand protection. The first piece of equipment that I want to share with you is our filter vision system. So our filter vision system technology inspects single-serve coffee cups. So we do a lot in the single-serve coffee space with over 250 cameras in the field that are inspecting these every day. So really the problem that our clients had were the contaminants were getting into these single-serve cups, or the weld of the filter was not completely welded. So this would cause coffee grounds going into the coffee. So what we do is we detect the foreign objects or detect that there's not a proper weld before it gets to the filler. So we're not wasting the coffee, and we're making sure that we're getting the product out to the client or to the customer in the way that they would expect to get it. So really the benefits of this system is it's going to reduce waste, it's going to help with quality control, it's going to help with brand protection. We're providing the data and analytics to be able to understand and find the root cause of the issue and then save a lot in cost. The next system is our Overwatch vision system. So this is one version of the Overwatch vision system, and this can vary in size depending on the product mix. And this will utilize either traditional or AI vision technology. So our clients that come to us with packaging defects, or they're finding that they're having ripped labels or missing labels, or the labels are incorrect coming off of their lines. So they're getting out to consumers with incorrect labels or issues with the label, which is causing complaints, or customers that are not satisfied with the product. So we utilize AI vision or traditional vision to identify the specific defects and reject it or stop the equipment to be able to troubleshoot the issues. So this really helps our clients reduce waste. It helps them with quality control, brand protection, data and analytics, cost savings. So it really does a lot for our clients in the way of helping them get the right product out to their customers. Barcode scanning. So barcode scanning equipment can either be a standalone piece of equipment like you see here with our Guardian, or it can be something that we integrate into the line like upstream of our palletizer. So we can use these to check bottles, boxes, cups, cans, really any form factor. We're checking for incorrect, missing, ripped barcodes on the packaging. So really what this solves is, we're not taking up a lot of space. We're identifying these inaccurate or missing barcodes to ensure quality control and brand protection for our customers. Again, we're always providing the data and analytics for our clients as well, so they can be able to find that root cause and then saving them money in the long run. The last vision system that I want to share with you is our lid qualification system. So this system is looking for incorrect labels on lids of single-serve coffee, or leaks, or the lids coming off of these coffee cups. So what we do is we will detect an incorrect label and reject it, or we will detect that the weld is not fully or that the lid is not fully welded onto the cup, or that we're missing a lid altogether. So we utilize both AI and traditional vision in this system, as well as a cylinder which actually presses slightly down, which you see in this picture, presses slightly down on the top of the lid to ensure that there's no leaks. So this is going to reduce waste. It's going to help with quality control, obviously brand protection, getting a quality product out to the customer every time, and we're providing that data and analytics to the client. So always with vision inspection, there's a ton of cost savings in the long run because you're not getting recalls, you're not getting complaints or people returning your product because there's maybe a defect. So all of our vision systems come with a 22-inch HMI screen. So all of our machines will come equipped with our vision software, which is going to show you analytics. It's going to have real-time images. We're going to have alarm trends, reject data by classification as well. So it's just going to help our clients to understand exactly what's happening, why their products we're stopping the system or rejecting products, to find root cause and be able to prevent these issues from happening. So some other screens that you'll see are another analytics screen here, real-time images, and then your different settings that you can really get down to each individual camera to make sure that you're inspecting exactly how you want to. So you'll work with our engineering team to find the best fit as far as what solution is going to be the best for your application, and we will work with you on that. So upcoming, we do have a vision inspection system webinar that's going to be more in-depth on our vision inspection and quality assurance with Iris. So if you're interested in this webinar, it will be held on Friday, July 12th at 11 o'clock Central Time, and you can find registration for this at irisfactoryautomation.com/webinars. All right, so the Iris robotic palletizing solution. So the next line of automation that I want to talk to you about is our palletizing. So palletizing really makes up about probably 60% of our business, maybe a little bit more. And really with our palletizers, we're providing our clients with turnkey palletizing solutions that are reliable, very easy to use, take up very little space, install very quickly, and they're really a lower cost piece of equipment to start in your automation journey. We do customize these to fit our customers' needs, but I'm going to show you a little bit more of just our standard pre-engineered cells. And these do really pair well with vision inspection and barcode integration. So a lot of our clients will integrate barcode scanning upstream of our palletizer to ensure that the correct packaging is getting to the palletizer. Really, we're solving a lot of problems for our clients that have a large range of box sizes. So typically, some of these clients weren't able to use traditional palletizing because they had to change over quite often. So companies that are in this contract manufacturing space or fast-moving consumer goods, they might change over often. Our systems are very easy to do that. Limited floor space, so we're able to fit into a very small space. With our cobots and even our industrial lines, we build as small as possible to be able to fit into these kind of brownfield plants or even greenfield plants that don't have a lot of space. And then limited engineering resources. So our systems have a very easy to use software interface that allows for any level operator to engage with our system, and you don't need to have a robotic programmer on site. So our pre-engineered palletizers are the RPZ-10, which is our collaborative 10-kilogram palletizer, our RPZ-20, which is our 20-kilogram cobot palletizer, the RPZ Max, which is our industrial palletizing solution that goes up to 80 kilograms, and then our fully automatic RPZ Opto series. So we'll talk a little bit more about these. This gives you just an overview of our pre-engineered cells. So our palletizer, our 1-in, 2-out palletizers in the cobot space are going to be your RPZ-10 and your RPZ-20. When I say 1-in, 2-out, What that means is one conveyor in feed with one product in feed, and then 2 pallet positions. So we're going to build one full pallet. Once that's finished, the robot will pivot to the opposing side and start building that pallet. And this allows for time for an operator to come in and do a pallet exchange. And while the pallet exchange is happening, the robot is able to continue to move at a reduced speed during that time. So that really helps with accumulation and preventing downtime. So these systems are a really tiny footprint. We do integrate area scanners and often guarding with these to ensure it's a safe design. We have flexible tooling. So this is our spider pick end of arm tool here that has wing nuts. You're able to move these cups around to be able to utilize for multiple size boxes, as well as it's dual zoned. So you can pick up 1 or 2 boxes at a time. So that's really helpful for customers with a lot of changeover. And then again, our easy-to-use software interface right there on the front of the system. The RPZ-10 collaborative palletizer, tiny footprint, only needs a 110 volt power requirement, so it can plug right into the wall. For pneumatic air, if we're doing pneumatic end of arm tool, it's going to be a 90 psi air requirement. Everything's quick disconnect, so the installs are very easy. These are really easy to redeploy if you need to move it to a different line for whatever reason. The maximum payload is going to be 12 kilograms for the UR10E robot. So that really gives you about 20 pounds of payload. And we can utilize different types of pick styles. So if we need to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 at a time, really depending on the product mix, we can do that. This can go up to 6 cycles per minute. So that's the time the robot takes to go from the conveyor to the pallet back to the conveyor as a cycle. And we can pick up, again, multiple boxes at a time. So that could be up to 12 cases, 24 cases a minute, depending on the payload of the boxes. We use a 7th axis lift kit on this system. So we're able to get up to 70-inch tall pallets. And if you have corrugated slip sheets, we can do that. We can have the robot place those with the use of an easel, or we can use, we have settings within the HMI that an operator can place those as well. The RPZ-20 collaborative palletizer is our 20 kilogram payload palletizer. It has a 20 psi air requirement. So this, again, plugs right into the wall just like the RPZ-10. This is going to be a really easy to move system because the conveyor that you see on the system here is landed to the chassis of the system. So you never have to reteach your pick point for the robot. It is on casters, or I'm sorry, it's not on casters, it's on leveling feet, so you can pick it up and move it with a forklift or a hand truck, and then be able to put it in place and level those feet again if you need to be able to move it. We can lift up to 40 pounds in payload, and this can go up to 7 cycles per minute. With the standard pedestal, we can go to 75-inch tall pallets, and we're able to pick up corrugated slip sheets with the use of these slip sheet holsters right on the sides, on both right and left sides of the palletizer. So this is great from an ergonomic standpoint. You just are able to slide those corrugated slip sheets right in from the front, and the robot is able to pick and place those. So this system has been great. We have about, I think, 5 right now on the floor that are going to be deployed soon. So this has become a very popular system, and it's very easy to use. So going into our industrial line, so our RPZ Max is, again, that 1 in, 2 out configuration for palletizing. So this is going to allow for continuous operation. And this is important when we're talking about industrial palletizing in this form factor. So these 2 pictures at the top here, you can see we're going to build one full side of the pallet and then pivot to the other side for the to continue to palletize. While the operator is able to enter the cell and do that pallet exchange, the robot can still move at a reduced cadence. So we've utilized light curtains, area scanners, and guarding to be able to safely do this with an operator entering the cell. So we have a third-party validated safe design. So we've done a third-party risk assessment to and have that documentation to show that this system is designed to be safe and meets RA compliance. We also have flexible tooling, so very similar to the cobots, we have a spider pick industrial version that is able to pick up 2 boxes at a time. I have another slide coming up that will talk more about tooling, but we have different options for tooling for all of our systems. And then again, the top there is your pre-engineered cell, but we are able to look into customizations for our industrial line as well. So if you have tie sheet placement, or if you need to go to a single bay, we can work with you to design a system that's going to fit your needs. The RPZ max power requirements are going to be 480 volts, so we do need a 480 volt dropped for that. We can use 90 psi, or sometimes we'll utilize an air pump for pneumatic air for the end of arm tool. Everything again is quick disconnect, and these are really quick to deploy as well. This utilizes a 30, 50, or 80 kilogram robot, so you have a lot of flexibility as far as payload, and then we can go up to 10 cycles a minute, so a lot faster. You can pick up multiple boxes at a time. So this is going to give you a lot of flexibility for your product mix. And then we can palletize up to full container height with these systems. And with customization, we can utilize slip sheets as well. And then the last line of palletizers that I want to share with you is our Opto series. So the RPZ Opto series is your fully automatic industrial palletizing. So the Opto SL is our palletizer that has pallet dispenser, pallet conveyance. We have tie sheet placement, your build station, your finished goods station. And this can go out to an automatic stretch wrapper. And this can be really any brand. If you're a Wolf Tech or a Land Tech house, we can be able to connect right to that. Or you can have it, the finished goods be picked up by an AGV or a forklift, really anything that you would like that fits your plant's needs. We also have our Opto Pinnacle series. So this is your over-under configuration, so a little tidier footprint. You can put your empty pellets here on the bottom in the front, index those in, goes up to your build station, and then back up to the front for your finished goods station. Again, can be picked up by an AGV or a forklift. And then the Opto Sparta. So the Opto Sparta is really the smallest footprint industrial fully automatic palletizer that we have. And this is going to use our pallets in an upright position, floor loaded, where you can index over, and then we'll lay it flat and go over to our build station on your pallet conveyor and be picked up by hand trucks. So this is floor loaded, really tidy, teeny footprint to be able to fit some of our customers that really just don't have the space for these other pieces of equipment. So the Opto, it's going to be a modular design, so it's really going to be dependent on what your needs are. We'll be able to kind of piece it together, fit the layout to your plant requirements, kind of customize the different parts of it. So we'll work with you on that. 480 volts, 90 psi air, really similar to the RPZ Max. The payloads for these can go up to 130, so it's going to be a bigger robot, and a lot of flexibility for payload. And about 10 cycles a minute is typical for the system as well. And we can go all the way up to full container height and do tie sheets. So we've done freezer sheets, corrugated slip sheets, really a lot less limitations as far as what type of slip sheets or tie sheets that we can use for this system. So our comprehensive safety strategy I touched on a little bit with the RPZ Max. And here's a video just to show you what I'm talking about. When the operator enters the cell, our robot is going into that reduced speed mode. We use a lot of lighting indication to identify what the status of the system is, as well as these IO-link touch buttons that the operator will be required to press when they're out of the cell, and we're utilizing light curtains and area scanners to make sure that nobody is back there while the robot is moving. We also, with both systems, we have a safety screen. So while you're using the system, if you are to trip a light curtain or block a light curtain, you will see right on that safety screen that which light curtain has been blocked in the comprehensive safety screen. So that's going to be on all of our systems. We'll have that visualization for the operator to understand exactly what the status of the system is visually with a picture and indication on the HMI. So the software, the Iris software is really what makes us stand apart. We've developed our software interface to be very easy to use, not only from a recipe programming perspective, but also for data integration, maintenance and troubleshooting, and training and tools for our operators. So really, it's really designed to empower all level operators to be able to use our system without the need of the use of a teach pendant or having a robot programmer on site. Here's a couple screenshots of our simple to use recipe programmer. So you'll pop in your box dimensions, it populates the box right on the conveyor. We like to use a lot of visuals to help our clients to understand exactly what the box looks like, where your label orientation is, your slip sheet placement, all of that. And then it goes to a drag and drop, which is very easy to build your pallet pattern. Our comprehensive safety screen here showing lighting indication of where the safety scanners are and if they are blocked or triggered. We have troubleshooting tools like an audit trail and data collection where we're tracking uptime and downtime, cycle times, how long it takes to do pallet exchanges, all of that. We're able to export that to either on a CSV file or a flash drive where you can have that data, or we can send it up to your ERP system. We also have manual schematics and one-point lessons right on our maintenance screen, so you can bring your operators right to the screen to do training, such as how to do a pallet exchange or how to program a new recipe. That's all there right on the screen to be able to easily train your staff. And we have different levels of settings here too. So settings for advanced and admin. So if you want to have your engineers have access to certain things that your operators are not able to have access to, you can customize that to your plant requirements. We also have our Get Support Now QR code, which takes you directly to our Fresh desk where you can submit a ticket if there were to be any issues. That goes directly to our key account manager who will get over to our engineering group to support. Our end-of-arm tooling is really designed to be flexible for a lot of different product types. So with the diverse client base that we have clients that have corrugated RSC boxes, that have open cases, that have kind of flow-wrapped bottles. So we've designed these tools really as kind of our standard offerings, and then we design specific tools customized for clients with certain projects that would require that. So our spider pick at the top is really our standard dual zone, so it's able to pick up 1 or 2 boxes at a time with those flexible cups to handle multiple different size boxes for very quick changeover. That's our spider pick. Our triple pick can pick up to 3 boxes at a time, same with the quad pick. It can pick 1 to 4 boxes, so these have individual zones, so we're able to really customize how we're picking and placing those boxes to accommodate the best possible cycle times. Side pick for your open cases or maybe like banker style boxes. We do quite a few of those, so side picks is pretty common end-of-arm tool that we will use for our clients. We use foam grippers as well, so these will help with those kind of water bottle type flow wrap packaging. And then our multi-use tools, so depalletization, open cases. This has a spatula type tool where it's going under the box and then clamping on the top to be able to make sure that product stays tidy inside that open case. So these are just some of the standard tooling that we use. We do have other options, and then we design everything and build it in-house so we can test it and make sure that the proper tool is being utilized for your application. So palletizing really is a great way to begin your automation journey, or if you already have automation, it's just a great way to give your operators or give your employees the type of job that they want to do, so they keep coming to work. Picking up boxes every day that are heavy has ergonomic risks. It has, it's not a fun job. So having a robot do it, comes to work every day, just continues to work. These are very easily to integrate with very limited downtime. They're plug and play. So by the time we get to you with the system, we've tested it with your product. We're deploying these in just a matter of a couple days. And we commission and train all of our equipment, so we never leave without making sure that your staff is confident in using our system. And then we have post-sale support and preventative maintenance to ensure that the system is always running smoothly and that you're fully supported if you do have any issues. All right, custom automation and robotic case packing. So we offer our clients custom case packing really on a case-by-case basis. So the custom case packers that we have deployed for our clients are really specifically designed based on their workflow and their project requirements. So we have a really intuitive software interface, just like the palletizer. These are typically going to be really tiny footprint systems. So clients that don't have the space for a traditional case packer will come to us to design and build something that's really small. And then we can custom program this to their specific product mix. Custom robotic case packing really is going to help our customers that have limited floor space and high labor. So they want to reduce their labor count and be able to reallocate that labor to somewhere else. So having a robotic case packer is going to be a great solution. So we'll provide them with a small footprint, easy to use system designed specifically for their needs. So this helps our customers with labor reallocation, having consistent product quality. So those boxes are going to be formed and packed consistently every time and really increase the efficiency of the line. And the software, again, it's going to be very similar to the Iris palletizing wizard. So we'll handle motion control, recipes, maintenance, and safety through the HMI screen. And these do pair very well where you get your case packer and then it goes right to one of our Iris palletizers. So now that we've talked about the different equipment that we offer our clients, I want to touch on post-sale support. So Megan is our key account manager, and she's really spearheading our aftercare program and support. So we have our aftercare program that's going to have preventative maintenance. She's going to help with spare parts planning, continuous learning for our operators, so training, and then troubleshooting support. So we have remote service options as well. So it's really important to us that once our systems are deployed, that we're supporting you and your equipment and your operators to make sure that they're always going to be running smoothly. So we have our Fresh Desk for support tickets, and we do encourage our clients to get the aftercare program so that you never do have downtime, and we're preventing any maintenance issues or wear items that could possibly cause your system to not be running as smoothly as possible. So investing in automation is, something that most plants are already doing. And when it comes to end-of-line packaging automation, there's different ways that you can calculate an ROI, right? So shifts in employees and their burden rate really is your typical, if my employees make $50,000 a year and I have 2 operators, it's going to be, for a $200,000 piece of equipment, it'll be 2 years before I see my return on investment. But other things to look at is, your workplace injury, workman's compensation. These tasks are typically very repetitive, have ergonomic risks. If you get one workers' compensation claim, that can go, $50,000 to $100,000 out of your pocket. So keeping that in mind, also keeping in mind cycle times, product quality, and wasted materials. That all is cost that is associated with a good ROI. And then labor. Do you have the labor? Are you able to staff your lines? Because having robotic case packing or vision systems, these are types of jobs that are difficult to keep employees. So if you're able to reallocate that labor to a more fulfilling role, you're going to be able to keep more staff. And then there's opportunities for state and federal funding. So we want to help you figure out a way that's going to make this make sense for your plant, so that you're going to get the best return on your investment. And that's the end of the presentation for today. I appreciate the time that you took to watch today. I'm excited to share more in depth about our solutions in upcoming webinars. So stay tuned on LinkedIn, or you can follow us on our website at www.irisfactoryautomation.com/webinars, where we'll have our webinar series links to register. Thanks again. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat.